Hello, welcome to True Seekers Tea. My name is Kate, and I am so thankful to have you here for today's Pick a Card reading. We're going to be looking at a secret that your person or whoever you have in mind is currently holding back from you. So we're going to be looking to reveal some sort of hidden truth. I'm going to leave it really open to whatever comes through. It could be something as simple as feelings that they have for you that they have not disclosed. It could be something about a third-party situation, but I'm going to leave it really open and see what comes through. So we have 3 piles to choose from. For pile number 1, we have the Rose Quartz Point with the Cosmic Coven Tarot. For pile 2, we have the Clear Quartz Heart with the Moon Power Tarot. And for pile number 3, we have the Blue Apatite Crystal with the Black Tarot deck. So go ahead and take whatever time you need to tune into which pile you're feeling the most drawn to. You may feel called to more than one pile, and that's totally okay. As usual, I will be doing an energy check-in to see how you're currently feeling about your person, what you're really wanting to know about them. We will be doing an extended reading for all 3 piles. We will be picking the topic intuitively at the end of your reading. So if you feel like your reading is really resonating for you, you might want to check that out. I will have it linked underneath the timestamps in the description box. And as always, the timestamps will be in the description box, so you can just go ahead and skip to whichever pile you are feeling most called to. So without further ado, let's get into these readings. I'm very excited for them. So I'll see you at your pile. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Rose Quartz Point in the Cosmic Coven Tarot deck, then this is going to be your reading where we're going to look at first how you are currently feeling about your person and the connection, so we can really tune into what hidden information or secret your person is holding back from you. So we'll be spending majority of the time on that, but first things first, we will be looking at how you are feeling about your connection and what's going on from your perspective, mainly to help you figure out whether or not this is the right pile for you and just to tune me into the situation. So for those that chose the pink quartz crystal, what's currently going on in their connection with their person? Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. The Four of Cups in reverse. 7 of Cups. 10 of Cups. The song that's coming through right now is Club Going Up on a Tuesday. Got your girl in the club and she a Tuesday. Interesting. Okay, the World in reverse too. I'm going to clarify these. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here in reverse? 3 of Cups, there we are. Club going up on a Tuesday. All right. 10 of Wands in reverse. 3 of Pentacles. And why is the 10 of Cups here? The 4 of Wands. Okay, so Queen of Wands at the back of the deck. So a very empowered energy is coming through for you guys. Like, I feel like those of you that chose this pile, I feel like you guys have very fun personalities. You're coming through with a kind of a bit of fire energy, or you just may have a fiery personality. You're coming through very funny and fun, and you may have had a lot of fun throughout your life, or you may just be someone who's a little bit like the life of the party. And so I feel like what's going on currently within this connection, or actually more broadly your love life, it's almost like I feel like you have options, or you may be just you're really wanting to invest your time in something that's going to lead to a strong foundation in a future. It feels like you may be kind of being ready to transition away from like more casual relationships, or things being a little bit like no strings attached, or like people who aren't really taking responsibilities, or maybe you've been in relationships that have been a little bit more like based on fun, a little bit more lighthearted rather than actually sharing a lot of emotions. Like I feel like you may have for some time either found that those types of connections are leaving you feeling ungrounded, or you may just be feeling like you're in a time period where you're ready to step into a more grounded connection. And so I feel like when it comes to your person, you want to know if this is someone who you can actually work with, like with the Three of Pentacles here. Can you actually work and build a strong foundation with this person? Because you feel like you're in your solar plexus energy right now, where I feel like you know that you're attractive. You know what you want right now. I feel like you're stepping into an energy of knowing more of what you want. And because of that, it's like you have options. Like I'm getting that you're going to reject people that aren't really measuring up to your standards right now, is what I'm getting. And so I feel like there's a question of, is this person the right choice? Is this someone that you want to put energy into? You definitely don't want to be in a situation where you're having to overextend yourself. You don't really want to play games. And I just feel like you do have options, honestly. So, or you may not realize that you do, but you do. It feels like there are multiple people that may have their eye on you, or it just feels like you will attract a lot of people to you anyways. And so it's kind of like you want to pick the option that's going to be the best for you. And it's like you want to reject someone that is going to want you to do all the work. It's like you want someone who's like an equal partner and is going to treat you like an equal partner. And so with this person, I'm not getting right off the bat that it's super deep with this person yet. It's more like, maybe this person I could see like something happening with them, or I could see a future with them, but I'm not like 100% sure about their character. I'm not 100% sure if I'm all in yet with them. And so you maybe just want more information to see if there's any like red flags that come through. Maybe what you don't know, maybe you don't know as much about them, or you just want to know if this person's like emotionally available and if they're like consistent, or they want to be consistent. So if that sounds something like your situation, I feel like it's more broadly like what's going on in your love life. If that sounds like you, I definitely feel like you found the right pile. If not, you might want to check out the other piles, energy check in, and see if that resonates a little bit more. So let's now look into what secret this person is holding back from you, what you maybe don't know about them or about their feelings for you, anything of that sort. I'm going to get a sip of water. All right. So for pile number one, please tap me into the energy of pile number one's person. What's a secret that pile one's person that they're thinking about is holding back from them? King of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Swords in reverse. The Nine of Swords in reverse. I'm getting that this person's actually lacking a lot of direction in their life right now. They're not really as secure maybe as they try to come off. It's like this person kind of suffers in silence, or they don't seem to be too stable right now. The King of Cups just flipped over, but I'm just going to, I want it to fall out. So what secret is pile one's person holding back? Ace of Cups. The Knight of Wands in reverse. The Lovers. And then the Queen of Pentacles at the back of the deck. Okay, so what I'm getting is this person may like be flirtatious, or they may very much offer out a lot in the beginning, or they may just kind of make it seem like they're very open to new love. Like this person will make it seem like they're very like carefree, open, like their heart chakra is completely like, they act like they're very like carefree and open to love is what I'm getting. And I feel like they also see you as someone that's very grounded, and they almost put you on a little bit of a pedestal, or they see you as more put together as them. So that's kind of like a secret here. And so this person may kind of overcompensate with what they say to you or what they kind of offer in the beginning, almost to make up for a feeling of maybe not being enough, or deep down feeling like they have to impress you or they have to like win you over. It's like this energy of them feeling like they have to kind of put on a little bit of a front or put on a little bit of a mask of being a little bit more confident and emotionally sort of stable than they really are, is what I'm getting. And so I feel like when it comes to this person's emotional world, I feel like they're not really open or truthful about it. And so when it comes to love and what actions they're taking towards you, they actually face a lot of uncertainty in this field. So their kind of secret is that they aren't really too confident, or they don't really have very much confidence when it comes to how they proceed in like courtship or in love situations. And so it's almost like because they perceive this as a deficit of theirs, they may kind of be a little bit inauthentic in the way that they are projecting themselves out. And it's like they want to do the thing. It's like it doesn't really come natural to them, or there's almost this feeling of them maybe thinking that you're expecting a certain type of person from them. And so it's like they want to like be that. And so the secret that this person's holding back is that within this connection with you, they really like don't know what to do or say. And they aren't really confident when it comes to you. And they seem to be hiding this insecurity. So yeah, that's kind of not funny, but it's interesting. I think this person likes you. I think that this person does genuinely like have feelings for you. And then because I feel like you make them nervous, I feel like you make them feel like they question themselves a lot. Like maybe this person like acts like very smooth. Yeah, and I'm just seeing gambler and dilettante. I don't know how to say that 100%, but it's almost like pretension to a much deeper knowledge than you actually possess, relying on luck rather than hard work. It's almost like this energy of like acting like they're very experienced. And even if they are experienced, it may be that some of their past experiences in love haven't gone really well, but they're lacking this confidence about like courtship. And they have a fear of rejection as well. That's pretty strong. And so it's like this person could come off very confident to you and very, sort of with like puffing their chest in a way that's like not like arrogant, but they may just be like kind of like charming. They may really try to be charming, and then they may go home and be like, oh my God, like why did I say that? Or like, did I say the right thing? Like, I don't know. Like, I hope they think I'm cool. Like, I hope this is working. You know, there's almost this energy of hope. I hope that I'm giving them a good impression, because they're actually not. So I don't know if this person, you wouldn't think this about them, but they're very like, there's like a little bit of self-consciousness coming through, especially in regards to you and love in general. It's something that gives them a lot of anxiety, something that they really don't know how to proceed in. They don't feel natural. You have vampire. And goddess in reverse. And this is also exploitation of female nature and form. Okay. Yeah, and then at the back of the deck, we have Saboteur, which says, induces self-destructive behaviors and highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. Yeah, and so again, there's kind of this energy of love bombing coming through. And so now I'm kind of like getting another message from this, which is like a little bit more intense. So what I'm also getting is that this person views you as having something that they want, or something that makes them feel more empowered. Like you as a person, when they interact with you, they feel like they may be like getting something, confidence from it. And so it's almost like this energy of this person. The biggest thing that you maybe don't see about them, or like what the secret kind of is that they may really love bomb a little bit and kind of try to be like suave, or try to impress you and like compliment you and be charming. Like there's this energy of them being charming in order to get you to perceive them in a certain way, so then they can keep their like tie with you in a way. And so, but what's wrong with that is like, it's nice that they, at least I guess that they do want, you know, they do want your time and energy, but you know, it's not, there's this unhealthy energy about it where they almost don't really have their own confidence. Does that make sense? So it's like this person kind of lacks within their own sense of self and their own sense of, like, this person doesn't have a lot of self-love. So it's like they may do whatever it takes to kind of get your energy or get you to pay attention to them. And so there's something a little bit inauthentic about them, and something that could be misleading. And it's almost like this person feels like they have to imitate what, like, there's this energy of them, like, not that they would do this, but this is like the energy of it, is like they watch like a love movie one time, and then it's like they might like try to like replicate things that would look like true love, or things like that people say when they are in love with people. And it's kind of like this energy of feeling like they have to inorganically make you fall in love almost. But then it's like they could just be natural, and like it would be much healthier, obviously, if they didn't feel like everything in love is like they just don't seem to understand that there's this insecurity about them where they feel like love, like maybe they'll be abandoned or maybe they'll be rejected if they do the wrong thing, instead of understanding that people, like, love is all encompassing. It's like when people love you, it's like they'll love you for your good and your bad. And there's almost this energy of them feeling like with everything they do or say, like it has to be right or something, you know? And so then that may kind of push them to be a little bit more love bombing, or they may kind of be hiding certain like negative traits about themselves. And then it's like, that's not good, because then it could come out later. You know what I mean? So it's just like this person is at risk of giving you the wrong impression because they're viewing love as like almost like a game, or it's like something that they have to win, or it's like they have to make the right moves. You know what I mean? There's almost this energy of them thinking that strategy is a big part of love, when like it really shouldn't be, you know? But it's coming from this place of insecurity and not feeling like their natural self would be good and bad would be good enough. So it's like they feel like they have to really put this foot forward, and it can even be a little bit like manipulative, because even though I don't feel like this person tries to be manipulative, it's more like they're trying to mimic what a good lover would be, so you'll fall in love with them. But then it's kind of like that's very inauthentic, and then it's like it may be draining, because it's like if this person should be more focused on actually seeing you and actually loving you and then acting like a lover, rather than being self-focused and feeling like it's all about what they do. You know what I mean? It's like there's this energy of like it being kind of an energy vampire situation, because of the fact that they are like they're basing the relationship on how they feel, how they did. It's like they'll get like an energy high if they feel like they said the right things, they got a good response from you, and it's like that feeds them energy. But then it's kind of like if it doesn't, then they'll feel like they have to try harder, and it's like they're just kind of trying to get that energy from you instead of actually coming to the connection from a more authentic place, is what I'm getting. And this person definitely seems to be afraid of having any of their weaknesses be seen. So they may feel like they have to really woo you or like charm you. There's just this energy of them feeling like they have to be really charming. Yeah, we have the one who needs to control. Yeah, and so it's in that way, it's like they're not letting the situation just flow. It's like they're trying to control the situation by forcing a certain outcome, right? It's like this person doesn't go into the like hanging out with you or talking to you with like an open mind, like let's just see what happens. Naturally, it's like, okay, like this needs to happen out of this, like it needs to go this way. And it's like they're getting their self-worth from that. They're getting their like validation from that. What secret? Yeah, and so they're very not chill behind the scenes. Like this person may come off like they're chill, but it's like there's this little bit of this darker energy that this person has. Yeah, we have restlessness. The secret is that this person is very anxious and like and feels like there's stakes or something, and it's like, you know, it's coming from this insecurity. Yeah, we have repopulation too, the one who hides his son. There's this energy, yeah, there's just this energy this person has, like where they just feel like they're afraid of being replaced. And so sometimes this person it's like when you have those fears of like abandonment or rejection, it's almost like you can be inauthentic because they're trying to paint a picture of what they think you would want. So you don't see them as like this rotten apple, but it's like what makes a solid apple is not like being perfect and always making the other person happy. It's like good relationships come from a good amount of self-love where, you know, this person does have boundaries and needs. It's almost like this energy of them hiding that and thinking that if they're able to, you know, there's this energy of being controlling about the relationship or like their actions and like the way they go about relationships, because they feel like, you know, if they can put their needs away and they can, if they can do that momentarily, then maybe this person might, you know, fall more in love with me. And then they're not realizing that that's like not a healthy version of love is what I'm getting. Just wanted to get a sip of water. Let's see what else is going to come through. But yeah, but what's mainly coming through is that just this person, it's like they just don't really have very much faith in themselves or faith in like love naturally. It's like a lot of anxious thoughts that they have about you. And this pressure, there's also this pressure that they put on themselves. And they may even try to think of ways in which they can like impress you or like, and like that's good to some degree, but it's almost like unhealthy when that's a big part of someone's, you know, purpose in relationships. Like that's very natural, I feel like, in the beginning of things, but it's almost like they can't seem to just like kind of be happy with what's going on. It's like they just feel like anxious about it, or like they feel, and they also feel like they need to be in control. And so I could also see issues coming up where it's like this person may be passive aggressive sometimes, and like I don't know how deep in you are with them, but there's almost this energy of them really trying to hold back like things that bother them, but it's like it's going to go somewhere. And so there's kind of just this energy of like them wanting to there's this energy of them wanting to like get a hold onto you and like almost wanting to create somewhat of a codependent energy, because they're seeing you as this Queen of Pentacles. And so it's like they want to get you in deep enough with them where then they can start showing their more negative side. Like that's what I'm kind of getting about it. We have Fork in the Road in reverse. We have Chop Wood in reverse. And Orphaned, yeah. So what I'm getting overall from this person is they just have these insecurities where they almost just feel like every moment is an important moment. Like with this Two of Swords in reverse and this Fork in the Road in reverse, and then that's clarified by the Knight of Wands. It's almost like they feel like, okay, with Chop Wood in reverse as well, it's like there's this energy of them needing to understand that they can just relax and continue to put like effort into the connection, and they don't have to be constantly worried about like what choices are being made, or it's like it's almost like they're afraid that maybe you're making choices about them. It's kind of funny that it came through as Club going up, like she's a Tuesday, like, and so it's kind of funny that that did come through for your energy check-in. But there's almost this feeling of them feeling like there's this ultimatum that's happening that is just sabotaging things. It's like they're very afraid of just kind of relaxing within the relationship and letting it progress naturally, because they feel like there's some sort of a threat or some sort of something they're not aware of, or some decision they need to make, or maybe they think you're making some decision about them all the time. And so it's almost like they feel like they have a hard time just relaxing and letting things flow, because they're very afraid of abandonment. That keeps coming through. So I'm not surprised to see the Orphaned. But yeah, there's almost this energy too where it's like with the Goddess here, they may like be very intimidated by women, or they just may, or not, it doesn't have to be women, but like feminine energy. It's like, I don't know, they may have something from their past where they felt rejected or like criticized or something. It's something to do with that. And so they just feel like there's constantly maybe going to be a negative turn in the relationship. So they have to stay on their toes is what I'm getting. Yeah. And it's almost like they don't believe that if they just were casual and just like let the relationship flow, that it would flow. And so they kind of just feel like they need to create like this like intensity to the connection that is a little bit controlling, you know? It's like they don't trust, they may have trust issues as well, honestly. But yeah, what the secret is really about their own mindset and the way that they feel internally that you maybe wouldn't know, because it does feel like they try to hold it in, but it's like they constantly feel like there's some decision to be made, or it's like they feel like the stakes are high. Again, it feels like the whole time they feel like the stakes are really high, so they feel like they have to control what happens. Yeah, very interesting. I'm trying to see where else I want to go with this right now. I feel like this is the main gist of what this person is hiding, is really their insecurities when it comes to love and their fear of abandonment, and how that really impacts their experience, that they may not open up about it. You know, it's almost like they try to keep this shiny picture of like the love, but underneath the scenes, there's this insecurity and this uncertainty that they just feel like they can't rest, or they just can't let things flow naturally. So I could see this person being someone who tries to come off like that is not the case. And so I feel like that is why there is a bit of a secret here. Yeah, so for the extended reading, what I want to get into is how this person genuinely feels about you, and I want to get messages from them as well. So I feel like we've looked at kind of their insecurities. A lot of their secrets have to do with the insecurities, but I want to see what this person is really feels about you. Like, is it because they are so like enamored by you, or like what are they wanting out of the connection with you is something I'm curious about. Like, what are they hoping is going to happen? Yeah, I want to see that, and I want to get channeled messages and then advice for you about the connection. So if this has been really resonating, feel free to join the extended reading. I'll have a link to it underneath the timestamps. If not, that's totally okay. Thank you so much for spending this time at the reading. I hope that this brought you some clarity, or maybe opened up your mind about something that you weren't quite seeing about this person. So if it did resonate, please do hit the like button, leave a comment. I'd love to read your guys' comments, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next pick a card reading. Have a great rest of your day. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Clear Quartz Heart and the Moon Power Tarot, then this is going to be your reading, where we're looking at what secret the person you have in mind is holding back from you right now. So we're going to start off with an energy check-in, where we're going to be looking at how you are currently, what your energy is like towards this connection, what you want to know, or where you're kind of coming from. There will be an extended reading, and we will be figuring out the topic intuitively at the end of this reading. So yeah, let's get into it. How is pile 2 currently feeling towards their person? What's their energy like towards this connection? The 10 of Cups in reverse. Three of Pentacles. Knight of Cups. King of Cups in reverse. Move this back a little bit. Make some more room. The 8 of Pentacles in reverse. The 2 of Swords as well. Wheel of Fortune here at the back of the deck. Okay. So I feel like the first thing that's coming through, it's like it's hard for you to read your person. There's an energy of them maybe not being super clear about how they're feeling, and you know what they're thinking about for the future of this connection. And so I feel like it's causing a lot of indecision and confusion for you, as to whether or not you can expect this person to extend their love to you. It seems like you aren't sure whether or not this person is someone that you should. It's almost like you don't know what to expect with this person, with the Wheel of Fortune as well. There's almost this energy of feeling like their behavior towards you may change, or you just aren't really sure where this connection is going. It's like there's a lot of uncertainty as to whether or not this person is actually interested in building something with you with the Three of Pentacles. It's like, is this person wanting to work with me, or am I wasting my time? You may feel like sometimes you aren't sure, they may give you signals or energy that they are like very interested in you, that they do have a love for you, but then they may not follow up with it sometimes. They may be off and on with it. And with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, it's like you almost don't know if it makes sense, whether or not there's going to be consistent effort towards you. You kind of feel like your person isn't really keeping you in the loop as to what they want or what they want to build with you. Like, where is this going? Because with the Ten of Cups in reverse, it's like you may have really wanted this connection to work out and be something for the long term, but it's almost like, honestly, based on my person's current actions, I really don't know whether or not their emotions for me run deep, whether or not they really want to build something with me. They may not be putting in consistent effort towards you, and so it's causing a lot of confusion as to what you should expect. Like, maybe sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I'm going to get an Oracle card as well. Can you clarify this energy, please? For pile 2. We have messages in a bottle. Yeah, it's like this person gives you unclear signs. It's hard to read this person's signs. It's hard to know whether or not certain things that this person has done or said are actually red flags or not. Like, it's almost hard for you to know whether or not they are still, maybe I'm hearing still have feelings for you. So it could be a situation maybe that's ever changing. It's like maybe this is a relationship that keeps coming back around, or it's almost like you can't tell if the signs you're getting about this person are that they're interested or they're not, or is it something that's good? There's confusion with that. Yeah, we've round and round in reverse. And I was just getting, it's like maybe you guys have gone around a similar cycle with them. Yeah, never ending story in the Fates in reverse. It's like hard to know whether or not this person is someone that you actually are meant to be with. Like, there's a lot of questions as to whether or not this connection is a soulmate connection or is it like a karmic connection. I feel like there's confusion on your end, and there's a feeling of you guys maybe coming back to each other, or because there is this uncertainty, it's almost like you keep circling back to this person. And it's hard for you to decipher what message you're getting about them from the universe and from them. It's like it's almost like you can't tell if you're supposed to keep going back to this person or not. Is this person's love genuine? Is this something that's for your highest good? I feel like those are all questions that you would likely have. Yeah, so if that sounds like you so far, then amazing, you found the right pile. If not, you might want to check out one of the other energy check-ins for the other piles, see if it resonates more. What else can you clarify this energy, please? We have under a spell. It's like you can't tell if you're under a spell with this person. You can't tell if like it's real or not. Yeah, we have slimy. It's like there's almost this energy of not knowing whether or not, like, do you have this person wrong? Like, do I just see them with like rose-tinted glasses? I can't tell if this is like not practical or not. Like, you just don't seem to know which way to go either right now. It's like you don't know to like kind of take your energy away from this person. Should I keep hoping for this to work out? Like, there's just this feeling of maybe even waiting on the universe to give you more signs, or it's like you're giving this, like, even if nothing is coming out of it for a little bit, it's like you'll keep this person in your mind or in the back of your mind. It could be different for everyone, but it's almost this energy of still not getting enough clarification. So it's like you're waiting for more information, or you're waiting to see what shifts here. It's like you kind of just feel like you don't know what to do next. Like you don't know what to do. So maybe that you're waiting for this person to make a move, or like you want to, I feel like you may be expecting that with this person. It's almost like you want them to do something or not do something, so then you can get a better like conclusion as to like who this person is, and you know, feel more justified in your actions. And it's almost like not wanting closure, but it's like you want more information. Does this person have feelings for you, or is it like in your head in a way? Not in your head, but like, is there actually potential here or not? It's almost like you feel like maybe you've already gotten some red flags about this person, and maybe you feel like you kind of go in a circle with them, but it's like there's still something that draws you to them. Yeah, let's look at what secret they're holding back from you right now. What hidden truth do you not currently know about this person? Very interested to get into this one, because I feel like it's hard to really know this person's truth and intentions. All right, so for pile 2's person, what secret? We have Queen of Wands in reverse. We have the 7 of Cups in reverse. 3 of Wands in reverse. Oh, a certain song is coming through. It says, "Baby, will you be my Cronin lime?" That song's coming through, but it's also like the song by Swayze. It says, "No, I'm Swayze." Met her at a backyard block party by the bar. She kept looking at me like she knew who I was. She was buzzing all over me. Buzzing all over me like she fell in love. And then it says, like, I go town to town and I pray on, it's like inappropriate word. Like, if you guys know those lyrics, but that's the song that's coming through. What secret is this person hiding from pile 2? The Magician. I heard they know what they're doing. That's what I heard. They're in control. Like, they know what they're doing. I don't know if that's something that you don't know or not. We have the Hierophant. This card looks very like culty. What secret do we not know about this person? We have the Lovers here as well. 3 of Pentacles at the back of the deck. All right, let me tap in. Okay. So what I'm getting is this person may lead you on, okay? Like this person, the secret that they hold back from you is that they know what they're doing, and they may, they seem to understand with the Queen of Wands in reverse. The secret they understand is that they know when they're in the wrong more than they put off. Like they know when they do things that are confusing or creating sort of illusions. It's like they know that that would be irritating, but it's something that is a part of their energy. It's something that they do where it's like, it's almost like they'll act like I'm involving you with everything, or like we're a team, it's equal, but it's almost like this person has their own agenda. And I feel like this person, they may lead you on and kind of make it seem like commitment or something traditional with them is on the table, when I feel like it's more of like an illusion that they are. Oh, this is the 8 of Cups. Okay, let me tap into that. Okay, yeah. So what I'm getting, it's still pretty much similar, but with the message I'm getting with the 8 of Cups in reverse, it's almost similar to the 7 of Cups. It always happens that way. But anyways, there's a feeling of them just giving you enough commitment and promise and energy so you don't walk away from them. There's this energy of them being aware of you potentially getting frustrated with them and walking away, or deciding that this isn't something that serves you. And so there's almost this energy of them with the 3 of Wands in reverse, making promises of about, or they're implying, they say just enough to keep you there. And they do this, it's like a breadcrumbing situation where you're waiting for this reward. I'm watching too much Survivor, literally. Reward. Anyways, for this part of it, it's like with the Lovers and the Three of Wands in reverse, it's like they're keeping you waiting. They're keeping you waiting for genuine, like, love and connection. It's like there's this energy of them being very aware that they're doing this, and aware that it's frustrating, and aware that, like, you might walk away from them. It's like they're very aware of that, and so they try to do what they have to do to manifest what they want out of the connection. And so it almost just feels like they want to keep this as an option. They definitely don't want you to completely step away. It's like they know how to just push your buttons correctly. It's like there's this energy of them being very resourceful and intelligent and knowing how to get what they want. And so there's a little bit of like a manipulation coming through where it's like they know when they need to reel you back in and when they and then, like, once they have you reeled back in, it's like then they'll be more distant or something. They'll be more they'll keep you waiting. This person just really keeps you waiting and is trying to avoid the situation in which where you walk away. And so their secret is that they try to give you the idea just enough that they are on your team, that they want to build and create with you. But it's really more about their own agenda here. Yeah. And there's also this energy of them being able to say anything. It's like this person's very, like, resourceful. It's like if you have ever been frustrated at them, it's like they know exactly what to say or how to come off in order to, like, get the outcome they want, you know? Like, I could just see them having, like, being very good at talking themselves out of any situation. What secret is pile 2 holding back? We have Pioneer. Passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. Shadow attribute, compulsive need to keep moving on. Okay, and so another secret that this person is holding back is that they do actually have love for you. It's not that they don't, it's that they may feel like they don't want something as traditional as what you want right now. Like they may just kind of be in their own energy, and like it's like they seem to be aware that it may be frustrating sometimes that they're not just like solely focused on like love. It's almost like they try to, what they're holding back is that they really do have this desire to explore or like create something, and it's like almost like being tied down or being committed to something very like traditional, like marriage or something like that. It's like maybe this person never wants marriage, you know what I mean? It's like maybe that's something that this person doesn't want, but maybe they know that you want that. And so there's this energy of them trying to mitigate any like you walking away or feeling like they're not right for you because of some natural incompatibility. And they seem to think that you maybe want something more traditional, and you may walk away for that. And so it's almost like this energy of they know they're keeping you waiting, and they know it's not fair to you, and they know it's frustrating for you. And so what they're holding back about that is that they're going to follow what they want to do, and they're hoping to kind of do damage control. Like that's their plan. And so maybe they try to say something else. Like maybe this person tries to say like, oh, you know, like in a year, I want to like settle down. In a year, I want to pick a place to like move into. But it's kind of like this energy of like compulsive need to keep moving. It's like they don't, it's not that they want to do that, whatever they're saying. It's more like they just don't want you to walk away in the meantime. So they'll say that, but they're really focused on creating something. And even if it's, they are also very aware that that it's a negative thing for you, or that it's something that could get in the way of this connection with you. And so it's not too bad. It's not like super horrible what this person kind of does. But anyways, we have Saboteur here, which says highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. Shadow attribute induces self-destructive behavior, the desire to undermine others. Okay, and reliance on mechanistic solutions without regard for emotional consequences. It's almost like there's this energy of doing damage control. And it's almost like they will, even though there's like obviously an emotional sort of repercussion of like getting someone's hopes up and like being like that, they may just kind of be looking at it like it's what I had to do. It's like I had to come up with a solution for like this argument we're having, or like I know this person doesn't want like someone who's like traveling around, or someone who's like really focused on their career, like something else like that would kind of get in the way of like what you would see as like a traditional relationship. And so there's almost this energy of them maybe not feeling like what they're doing is manipulative because they feel like it's what they had to do. And it's like they feel like the alternative would be maybe losing the relationship with you. And that's something that they don't want because they do genuinely care for you. But it's also not fair to you what they're doing. And so there's almost this energy of them trying to have their cake and eat it too, have it their way, but then not lose you, you know? And it's not fair because I feel like you have a certain need that you may communicate, or you know, something like that. And so it's like you may just get very mixed signals from this person because they do actually care about you, but they are afraid that a traditional type of relationship would potentially sabotage their plans for the future, or their plans for something that they care about a lot. There's just something non-traditional about this person, or like something that they do that maybe it's like, for example, they don't want to get married until way later on in life, or like things like that. Maybe they don't want to have a kid, something like that. Like things that are just very like picture perfect family-esque, like maybe what you would expect love to be. It's like it's almost like this person is thinking to themselves like, oh, like pile 2 thinks that in order to have a really loving relationship, like these certain parameters have to be there. And like that's just like something that every person's entitled to, is having their own vision of what they would make them really happy. And it's like your vision may be something more traditional. And it's like this person is almost like deciding for the two of you and saying like, I know that they say that, but like, you know, what's actually better is this less traditional type of relationship, you know, where, you know, we don't have to think too much about the future right now. Like they don't want to think about the future, you know? And so there's almost this energy of like, can't we just rely on the love? Can't we just rely on the love until, you know, it comes time to really think about it? There's this energy of them not wanting to commit to anything realistically. And they almost just want the like love of the connection to carry you guys through across challenges, instead of it being like commitment. So it's like almost like 2 ways of thinking about it, is like, there's almost like type A, type B personality going on here, where it's like type A would say like the reason why there is commitment and like structure within relationships is in order to help you overcome obstacles and challenges. And then like, for example, it just matters to me, like this is just an example of what someone who has more of a traditional viewpoint would say, is like, you know what, that's just something that really shows me that you are committed to me, is like wearing a ring on your finger and us being married. Like that's something that just gives me peace of mind and makes me feel more loved. Like I need that level of like like validation within the 3D. And it's almost like this person's like, why does it matter anyways? Like if I love you, I love you. And you don't, if you really need that validation, like it doesn't mean anything. Like a diploma, this is like the way they would think about it. Like a diploma doesn't mean anything. Like who needs a ceremony? Who needs a ring? Like love is love. Like love already exists. So like, you know, this person may think that that's what they want, but that's actually not necessary. But it's unfair because then they're kind of undermining your need for it, you know, or what you want for it. And so, there may just be a misalignment in like how this person sees a relationship folding out. And like, there's almost this energy of them thinking that it's okay doing that because in their own mind, like, they may actually, it does feel like this person does have love for you, and they may just be deciding for the both of you that, you know, they are almost telling themselves that it doesn't matter that I'm kind of maybe giving a little bit of a false promise, because then over time this person will realize that we didn't need to be married anyways. You know, it's almost like that. So that's the secret, is that this person is maybe making it seem like they really are allowing you to voice your opinion, and that they are taking into account when they're like making plans for their life and the relationship, but it's more about them and like what they view as like enough in love, or like what would be satisfying for them in a connection. They're almost just like not feeling guilty for maybe misleading you, because they feel like at the end of the day, like their viewpoint is more valid or something, you know? And it's like, they may even also feel like it's you being like difficult or something, you know what I mean? And instead of understanding that it's frustrating for someone that you love to not be willing to compromise on something like that, you know, something that's going to be traditional versus not. Or like another situation I could see is like, maybe this person like wants to take a job that would like require them to be gone every other month, you know? And it's like this person maybe has multiple options for a job, but this person maybe wants to take that opportunity and feels like they'll feel secure in the connection, so they want to do it. And the other person's like, that would not be what I want. So like, you know, that doesn't really work for me. And that'd be frustrating if you did that, because like I would feel, you know, that just would not, that's not what I want, you know, for my connection. And so there's almost this energy of like, then them saying, okay, like, I get it. Like, I understand, you know, well, here's the thing. It's only going to be for 8 months that I'm doing it. So after 8 months, you just have to be patient with me for this 8 months, and then I'll come back, and then we'll live together, and we won't have that separation. And it's like, at the end of the day, it's like this person it may not actually be for 8 months. It may be something that would last a lot longer, or something that they do intend to stay for longer. But it's almost like they're willing to say that one aspect of it to get the outcome they want for the time. And they're almost not realizing how that's kind of like messed up in a way to do that. So, yeah, that's what I'm getting with that so far. Let's get some more oracle cards. What secret is Pile 2's person holding back from them? Yeah, we have time to go in reverse. And why in reverse? Again, there's this energy in TikTok. There is this energy of, okay, there's this energy coming through, and it's almost reflected back at them as well. There's a feeling here of this person really needing to decide whether or not, like, okay, this is the energy. Sorry, I'm like just trying to put it into words. It's like, you know what I was just saying with how this person is trying to have their cake and eat it too, by basically, you know, even though there is this incompatibility with what you guys both want, what they want, and they know they can't meet a certain need of yours, instead of accepting that and being really clear with like their decision about the relationship, I feel like they're creating kind of this like back and forth and unstable environment for the relationship, because it may be that you've told this person, for example, like, oh, like, if you're not going to commit, like, I don't want this relationship then. And so you're being clear with like what you need and what you know, saying that you're not going to be willing to continue then. And then there's almost this energy of this person not willing to do the same thing. Does that make sense? So it's almost like, if this person needs to be real with themselves and real with you, and say like, you know, they need to ask themselves, why are they doing this? Why are they leading it on? If commitment or something more traditional, just for the example, isn't something they want, then they have to just accept the repercussions of that. And there's almost this energy of them leading you on because they don't want to let go of you. But at the end of the day, they need to ask themselves what's really going to make them emotionally fulfilled. And it's almost like they don't want to make that decision to that something isn't right for them, because they are attached to you. And so there's almost this energy of it creating a lot of confusion, because this may be a situation that there is incompatibility here, but still love, you know? And it's almost like complicating things that this person isn't making it really clear, you know, they're trying to have their cake and eat it too, but that's not allowed. That's against the rules, you know? And so there's almost this energy of like, the issue being that this person really needs to make a decision about what they want to prioritize and what's going to be satisfying for them. You know, is it going to be more emotionally satisfying for them to jeopardize the connection and go chase whatever they want to chase, or whatever they're kind of thinking of, whatever non-traditional thing they're not ready for? It's like, then you have to accept that you need to give this relationship closure then. And you are going to have to face those emotional consequences, right? Like, you can't just kind of keep it on this like wishy-washy basis and hoping to avoid that emotional situation. And so there's this energy of this person really fighting for the relationship to not end, or this connection to not get closure, because they're not ready to face that, but then they're also not ready to sacrifice what they want. So they can't have their cake and eat it too. And that's this person's secret, is that, you know, they're trying to make everything work, and they're frustrating you in the process, and it's confusing. And this person is really needing to be honest about where they're going and feel sure about their decisions. It's like this person can't go back and forth. It's like they need to really decide, do they want to prioritize this relationship or do they want to prioritize something else in life, and deal with the consequences and the good part of both of those decisions is what I'm getting from this person. So yeah, very interesting energy here. So for the extended reading, I want to look at where this connection is headed and what this person ends up deciding to prioritize, what they're actually going to do next, or where they're going to take this connection, how their next actions are going to be impacting the long run of this connection. Let's say for the next like 6 months, like what's happening in this connection in the next 6 months, what's your person doing? And we'll also be pulling channeled messages from your person. So if that is something you're interested in, you felt like this reading was resonating for you, then I would love to see you at the extended. There will be a link underneath the timestamps, but if not, that's totally okay. I appreciate you watching this video so far. I loved having you here. And so if it did resonate, please do hit the like button. It really supports my channel and my videos and getting out there. So I really appreciate that. And if you want to leave a comment, I do love to read them. And make sure you're subscribed. If you're not already subscribed, I will be posting a video a little bit more frequently now. I'm trying to get a little bit more into it. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next pick a card reading from me. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose the blue apatite crystal in the black tarot deck, then this is going to be your reading, where we're going to be looking at what secret the person on your mind is holding back from you. So what hidden truth are you currently not seeing about them? So we're going to be starting off with an energy check-in just to see where you're currently standing within this relationship, to help you figure out whether or not this is your pile, and to tune me into what's going on within the connection from your perspective. We will be doing an extended reading where we're going to intuitively pick the topic at the end of the reading, so stay tuned for that. If you do feel like this reading resonates with you, you might want to check it out. But for now, let's get into how you are currently feeling and thinking about your person. What's going on from pile 3's perspective, Spirit? All right, we have the 4 of Cups in reverse. The Knight of Cups in reverse. That's the King of Cups, sorry. I read the Knight of Cups, but it is actually the King of Cups. These are very spooky cards as well. All right, the Knight of Swords in reverse. Let's get these over. All right. How is pile 3? What's pile 3's energy? What are their thoughts and feelings about the connection with their person? Page of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Wands. All right. Oh my gosh, okay. Way too many just came out. All right, let's finish out the spread. What is pile 3's current thoughts and feelings towards their person? We have the Moon in reverse. The 8 of Cups in reverse also coming out. Whenever this happens, I always feel like I need to, Spirit probably has more to say. So we do also have the 8 of Cups here. Just trying to get these situated. All right. Okay, why is the 8 of Cups here in reverse, Spirit? What is this telling us? 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. The back of the deck, we have the Sun. So we have the Moon and the Sun here. Okay. So what's coming through is that you definitely are very attracted to your person. You may feel like your person is someone who it's hard to know whether or not they're completely interested in you. It's almost this energy of like not being sure how they feel, and also not being sure if like holding on to this person and holding on to the idea of this person is something that you almost don't know if you're naive to hold on to this person, the thought of them. You don't know if you may even be feeling like because you're focusing on this person, it's like maybe other opportunities that you have kind of fade in comparison. And maybe that you kind of, it's like you're more interested in this situation working out than other opportunities is what I'm getting. And so I feel like because you're holding on to this person, it's almost like, am I putting all my eggs in one basket, or should I be considering another route is what I'm kind of getting. I feel like you're in this energy of wondering whether or not this path is going to lead to, with the 10 of Pentacles being here, I feel like you may be looking for someone for the long term. You may be wanting to build a legacy with someone, or build like a family, build something that's stable. And it's almost like you're looking at this person that you're thinking about and wondering whether or not you should walk away, whether or not your happiness is to be found here. Because you may be feeling like this idea is potentially not progressing. This person in this opportunity isn't progressing in the way that you would have hoped, basically. And so the King of Cups being in reverse, you may just find this person like very alluring, or like you may find them maybe like you kind of want to chase them sometimes. Like there's this energy of this person maybe being like hard to get, or like you may kind of get that energy from them, like that it may feel like sometimes this person is like playing hard to get, and that may be something like you're drawn to, or that maybe the uncertainty is something that, like, I was about to say turns you on, but like something that just, not necessarily in that way, but it's something that lures you in. So like I feel like if someone's very into you and very open about it, like it may be kind of too much for you. You may kind of be more drawn to people that are a little bit more mysterious. And so there's almost like this like excitement about this person that you feel, and the fact that you don't know with the moon here in reverse. It's almost like the mystery of this connection, or the mystery of this person and how they really feel for you, is something that kind of keeps you wanting more, keeps you focused on this person. But there's also this energy of like, yes, you are like very drawn in by this person, but a part of your practical brain is like, would this really turn out to be anything? Would there really be any shot at something long term? And I just don't feel like this person is very clear with you about their like feelings or intentions. So I feel like it leaves a lot to kind of like, it's like you're excited. It's like, it's almost like since this person maybe sometimes isn't super clear, it's like when they do talk to you or they do message you or something like happens, it's almost like really exciting because of that like mystery of it. And like whenever it's like you want more information about them is kind of what I'm getting. It's like it's like this person is someone that you just want to learn more about. Like I feel like you want to like I'm seeing someone like looking at someone's social media and trying to like piece together what kind of person they are or something. So I feel like there's a lot of mystery surrounding this person. And I want to clarify the Knight of Swords in reverse too. Why is the Knight of Swords in reverse? What is this telling us about this dynamic? I think it's like the pursuit of knowledge. It's like this person keeps you guessing. Why is the Knight of Swords here? Queen of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Two of Swords as well. Yeah, and then Two of Swords. It keeps you guessing. It's almost like there's this energy of you having to use your like intelligence, and like it's like there's almost something about this person that just like causes, I feel like you think about this person a lot. Like you may find it entertaining almost to decode this person, because they give you this sense of uncertainty that you find almost like alluring in itself. So I'm going to get some oracle cards as well. There's almost this energy of you not really wanting to focus on someone else because this person kind of just hits it on the nail with you. There's something about them that it's like you may be drawn to people like this. They're a little bit aloof is what I'm kind of picking up on. We have All That Glitters and Orphan. Yeah, there's almost like this energy of, because this person leaves you on the outskirts, it's almost like they're more attractive to you. There's this veil of like attractiveness that I feel like you may sometimes attribute to people that are aloof or like avoidant. Like you may just kind of be attracted to that kind of person. And so I feel like because this person kind of makes you feel like you're second guessing yourself, it's almost like they're higher value to you, you know? And so I feel like there's almost this energy of like the thrill of the up and down, or the thrill of like it not being, you may be sometimes drawn to unavailable people too. And you may just kind of be attracted to that or something. So yeah, that's kind of a specific message. I don't know if you guys will resonate with that. If it does resonate, amazing. If not, you might want to check out the energy check-in. For the other piles, you might find that you resonate with one of the other ones. But let's keep going. I'm very interested to see what secret this person is holding back. Very interested. So for pile 3's person, what is pile 3's person? What are they holding back? What secret are they holding back from pile 3? Knight of Swords. The Tower in reverse. Two of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Nine of Swords in reverse. Nine of Wands in reverse. And 10 of Swords. And the Lovers in reverse. The Devil underneath. Four of Cups underneath. Okay. Let me just push these up a little bit. Oh, so this is the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Okay. So Two of Swords here. Nine of Wands in reverse. Ace of Pentacles. 10 of Swords. Okay. And then the Lovers in reverse back of the deck. All right. So what I'm picking up on is that your person does look at you like a new potential opportunity. Like with the Ace of Pentacles here, it's like this person actually feels a lot of, they have baggage and they have sort of like a closed heart chakra in general. So that may not be something like you would like think about them, but there's this energy of them having been betrayed, or like maybe in the past they used to be a little bit more open in love, but there's definitely some sort of wound that this person is still carrying with them that causes them to be overly cautious when it comes to relationships. And with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, there's this energy of them being very afraid to let their guard down and trust someone else. And so there's almost this energy of them being very wary of new opportunities and new people, because they feel like there's some sort of a betrayal I'm picking up on that, like, that causes them to not respond super normally to something that could seem like for example, someone could meet someone cute or something like at work. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, so what I'm saying is that it's almost like in the example of meeting someone, like a crush or something, like having a crush on someone, meeting someone, you know, for most people, that's something that's very exciting and like, ooh, like now I'm more excited to like see this person. I'm more excited to like go to work now. Like that's fun, you know? There's almost this energy of them feeling a little bit stressed, like when there's an opportunity. It's like, it's almost like puts them in this state, like they're very closed off and they're very like, ugh, like, I don't know, like they almost feel like they almost view feelings as a way that they could get hurt. You know, it's like they see that as something that's trying to like penetrate their independence or penetrate their well-being. And so I feel like this person is very hyper independent and doesn't usually like take risks is what I'm getting. With the Knight of Swords, it's like there's this energy of them very much holding back towards you because they don't like to give very much to other people. They don't want to become too dependent on someone. And so it's like the secret kind of here is that they do see you as an opportunity, but it's also you're a little bit triggering for them because you may remind them. It's like when it comes to love with the Lovers in reverse back at the deck, there's something about it that they just don't feel like they can choose that path. It's like they feel like Knight of Swords, it's like they're not going to take a risk. It's like this person will not take action, I feel like, unless they're absolutely certain that there isn't going to be some catch or something that like they didn't see before. Because with the Tower in reverse, there may have been a situation that they had in the past where they may have read someone wrong or someone may have hurt them. And it's kind of like now they never feel super open and trusting towards opportunities. And so they look at you with this very like critical sort of like, I'm not sure about it. They aren't sure. And that's a secret, is like they aren't sure, but it's because of their own past and their own fears of giving energy and then regretting it, or giving energy and then like feeling like they should have waited or something. You know, there's this energy with the Six of Pentacles in reverse that they're afraid to give too much. And even when it comes to information, it's like this person may also like not like reveal too much personal information. Like they may be a good listener, but I feel like when it comes to divulging about themselves and their past, they're very guarded, and they're very guarded with anything that could be like vulnerable information about them. Like they're very closed off to that. And so I feel like their secret is that they have been really hurt by something and they're kind of afraid of love. They're kind of afraid of opening up to anything. And so this unavailability that you sense with them is very real. Like there is this emotional unavailability because they are afraid to open their heart. They're afraid to be vulnerable. And they almost just don't feel like, it's almost like this energy of like, they still feel like they're on the ground from something. They still feel like they haven't quite gotten up and restored this energy. And so it's almost like they never feel certain. Like the Knight of Swords and the Two of Swords is a very different energy. In the past, they may have been very certain and just kind of taken risks and done things, but then they realize that like sometimes thinking things through can avoid this tower moment where you took action thinking that someone was a certain way or thinking that you're on a certain page with someone, and they may have been like embarrassed, or they may have just really been hurt by someone not being who they thought they were, or they may have been hurt by someone. They've been hurt in some sort of significant relationship, and it's almost like this energy of, I'm not ready to get up and kind of keep fighting for love right now. And so, yes, they see you as an opportunity, but they almost feel too jaded in a way to really open up and trust it with you, and really trust you and let you in. They're very, very guarded and very afraid to share too much with people and allow there to be a vulnerability where there's sort of like a equal give and take. Sorry, my thing that I like broadcast with so I can like see the screen just got messed up, but that's okay. I'm gonna keep it going. Let's look more into what they're keeping from you, or what secret they haven't really opened up about. We have Pink Bubble Fairy. You can't find goodness because you lost your heart. Yeah, that's totally this person. There's this energy of them seeing you like this breath of fresh air and this very like fairy-like, it's almost like the energy that they have. What's coming to my mind is from Peter Pan, like the people version, when every time someone says, I don't believe in fairies, like a fairy falls down and dies. Like I feel like this person would like be the one that'd be like, I don't believe in fairies. And it's like, you're a fairy though. and they are drawn to you. And that's why they're not sure. It's almost like this energy of, I am perceiving that you are very loving energy, like towards you. This is them towards you. But their secret is that it doesn't matter how, how lovely and like beautiful you are in a way, and like how like lovely your energy is to them. There's this energy of them feeling damaged or feeling like the Grinch in a way. It's like this person is like, really feels like a Grinch, where it's like all the love and all that just almost like makes them sick to their stomachs, but like it's kind of funny because, the Grinch is a funny character. The Grinch is someone that deep down, it's not true that this person doesn't have capacity for love, but they may just now feel very jaded they may just feel like they're not built to be in a relationship, or they kind of like account it that way. They're just like, they just feel like they're someone that isn't supposed to be like that. And you may even be triggering them because you are just so safe in a way. We have be free, do what you love. What secret is pile 3's person holding back? It says something that is never truly yours. And then we also have twin in reverse at the back of the deck. Yeah, and so there's almost this energy here with be free and do what you love, and something that is never truly yours. There's this energy that they have where, because something fell apart and it's like they had their hopes about something in the past, and because it didn't come through, it's like there's this energy of them like being like, never again. It's like, you can't keep this. What's the point of falling in love and being all lighthearted like that if you can't keep it? You can't guarantee security about something. And so there's almost this energy of like, it's like they have a sense of insecurity within themselves, a lack of an ability to connect with people, because the fear of the uncertainty of it and the fact that you can fall in love and things can go wrong. It's almost like this person isn't recognizing that it's still worth it. There's this energy of, okay, like, since you can't guarantee that a relationship is going to work out and you're going to get hurt anyways, let me just stay single for the rest of my life. Like, let me just stay in this free energy. Like, that way I won't need my heart. You know what I mean? I won't need it. And it's almost like they're they don't trust, they see love opportunities. It's like, yes, they see it as an opportunity, but they almost are like, well, that is going to end up someday in heartbreak and pain. And, I just don't really feel ready to fight for it again. So they do see this opportunity with you, and they do see it. Yeah. A real Grinch energy here. But I'm sure they're lovely in other ways. It's not saying that their personality is like grumpy. Maybe they are sometimes grumpy. This person just like feels more comfortable in their logical mind. And they just see you like this, like, they see you, that they recognize that you are not like that, What secret is pile 3 holding back? I have an itch on my eye. We have artist, expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the 5 senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically, using talent as an excuse to mistreat others, posing as a starving artist to elicit pity. And the secret that they're holding back is like almost this energy of being, what's funny about this person? I feel like they are actually someone who feels quite deeply and is very sensitive. Like, I feel like this is someone who's very sensitive. And almost a secret is that they do have a very romantic and not straightforward part of them, but it's almost like they pressure themselves to be this like more mechanic person, but it's because they still have some sort of pain. And so you may be connecting with the idea of like knowing that this person is deeper than like what they're putting off. And they are, when they're really fully themselves, there is a very romantic and out of the box type of energy that this person has. Like they're capable of kind of seeing the magic in things, and they're capable of being creative as well. And they may be attracted to you. We also have poet. It says expresses soul insights in symbolic language, shadow attributes, turns a lyric gift to negative or destructive effect. Yeah, it's almost like this person's sensitivity and their Wow. Okay. So this person, it's like, imagine someone who, it's almost like I'm seeing like a little clip or movie in my head of like, okay, the character that first came to my mind, it's like this. The person in Ratatouille that um, is the person that rates the food. I can't remember like what that name is, but you think about that character and think about that flashback that they have to when he's young and he's like, you know, at his hometown eating ratatouille, which is the dish that his mom made him, and he's just transported back to this time period before he kind of built up that wall around things. And the truth being that he is someone that really does have love for the industry and really does have love for the art of food. And they've almost kind of gotten jaded throughout like their life, it kind of feels like, and they got really harsh. But at the end of the movie, it's like they kind of, their heart grows through the experience, and they respect real creativity and love. They can't help but be a softie. It's like this person is actually a softie, and they're convincing themselves it's like a softie wearing the costume of someone who's like critical and like pessimistic, but deep down this person is such a dreamer, and that's something you may not understand about them, but I feel like you intuitively sense it as well. But it's almost like this person, let's say that they used to use their like artistic or like poetic, this person may be good at music or may really enjoy some sort of art type. Like that also is a confirmation if you guys know that, or maybe you don't know that. That's a secret, is that they are someone who's very mushy gushy and can really connect with emotions and see things that aren't just logical and square. And so this person will never be satisfied by not pretending, but to have all these walls up to hide this soft inside. It's like this person was able to be wounded because they're so sensitive. And it's like this person almost is afraid to open up again and to let their vulnerability be known because they get so attached. It's like, I feel like this person, when they love, they really love. And so I feel like, because it hurts so much, because something from the past hurt so much, they're almost like trying to not go down that path again, but this person's heart chakra is just closed. But when it's open, this person is really, really loving, you know, really cares and sees other people really deeply and is very artistic and sensitive, you know, like that's what I'm kind of getting. But I feel like right now they're in this energy of feeling like it's a curse and like wanting to wish away their vulnerabilities and their sensitivities. But their truth being that they are, and they may even see you and they might be like, I was like you once, you know what I mean? There's almost this energy of them having like been around the block or something, and it's like, just wait, like you will become pessimistic too. It's like they're almost starting to see all you know, things that were more childish or like phases from before that as like a naiveness. It's almost like they're trying to tell themselves that they're naive, and then when someone comes along with an open heart chakra like you, this bubbly fairy, it's kind of like they look at you and they're like, they'll learn, you know. It's kind of like that feeling. And it's almost this energy where I feel like you may actually also trigger this person because it's like deep down their heart wants them to stand up from this Nine of Wands position and keep fighting for love. And with the Two of Swords here, this person is actually conflicted about you because one part of them is saying, get back up and open up again, because that's what you really want. And the other part of them is like reminding them of some sort of ending or some sort of betrayal. And so it's all about this person, whether or not they're willing to open up to acting through love and not fear. It's almost like this person has kind of turned into a more fearful person. It's almost like they entered like more of a villain era, like symbolically. And another thing that's coming through is like the person from The Incredibles, like the bad guy in the first movie who starts off as like a kid who's like very inspired by The Incredibles and like tries to like, is very into it and like tries to be like side by side with them. And then when they're rejected, it's like he's so crushed and he literally just turns the exact opposite. But underneath that was someone that was really inspired and very much moved by The Incredibles, you know? And so there's almost an energy here of this person seeing you and seeing you as like a representation of what they've kind of left behind in a way. And you may even spark this person. You may even be somewhat of their muse. You're somewhat of an inspiration to them just by how you are. And it kind of, because it reminds them of a part of themselves when they were free. You know what I mean? When they were not closed off by these walls. It's like they've put walls, so it's like this person like thinks that they're free, but it's like they've kind of contained themselves and limited themselves, and they see you as someone that is not like that, someone that's the opposite, someone who has their innocence. And so I feel like a lot of this is like about this person kind of swearing off their innocence and feeling like your representation of that. And the secret is that you do actually trigger this person because you are what they left behind. I feel like you're a very loving person that's very open. And it's like you even see it in this person. Like you again, are drawn to them because it's like you want to bring them back to that. And you may just have this like light worker energy within you where you just feel drawn to do that, if that makes sense. So let's get a couple more oracle cards. What is pile 3's person hiding from them? What secret are they holding back? It's like the secret is like, I was just like you too, you know? And it's like maybe they won't admit that, or maybe they won't let you know that. We have go the distance in reverse. Clean it up in reverse. Orphaned at the back of the deck, I just saw. Loyal heart, yeah. Never ending story. So what I'm getting is there's almost this energy that they're holding back of this one time when they put their all into something and they weren't able to make that goal happen. And because this person had such a loyal heart, almost to their own detriment, it's something that really hurt them. The fact that they cared so much about a person and it ended. And so there's this energy of like, if I can't ensure that 100% the goal can be reached, you know, I'm not going to open myself up then, because it's almost like they're so loyal and so dedicated that they find it devastating when they're heartbroken. And there's almost this energy of, with Clean It Up in reverse, that they haven't released, the secret is that they haven't released something from their past. And it was this one time where they now kind of are giving up on the belief of love, or giving up on that because of something that they haven't cleared up within themselves. And I am feeling drawn to read some of these actually from the book. So I want to read Go the Distance in reverse, or just skim it right now. 47. All right. Okay, it says, do you feel as though you've been wandering in the desert now for ages and ages and nothing is happening? When you conjure up the image of the desert, you picture parched lips, sunburned skin, and mirages, but there is more to it than that. Amid the hot sands are creatures with resilient spirits, tough skins, and the willingness to burrow deep underground for water so that they may thrive. This is a time of developing survival skills and resilience. You are learning how to conserve your strength, and in this temporary time of austerity, it's wise to be selective about where you expend your energy. Listen to the call of your soul, because it will never lead you astray. So yeah, there's almost this energy of them needing to regain their strength and resilience, because it's almost like they need to, it's like a fight for love for this person. Like this story, or what's coming through in this reading, is like, keep pushing for love, keep letting love win. Don't give up on your heart's desire for something. Just because there's been roadblocks, that means stand back up, right? So the whole thing is about them needing to stand back up and release what does not serve them within the messaging that they may be giving themselves, that they may be like telling themselves, basically about love. Perhaps you think it's your calling to relieve people of their burdens, but what it costs you. You're also not doing yourself any favors. There's an energy of them having really overextended themselves for someone in the past, and they're needing to let go of that situation and just learn what they need to learn from it so that they don't close their heart off forever. It's almost like because this one situation didn't work out, then they're not as open to love. So yeah, that's what I'm mainly getting from, yeah, it's like they got so caught up in this one goal and this being so loyal to one situation that maybe wasn't right, you know? But because of that, they may attribute it to like, what's the point then, you know? But anyways, it's like, this is where choosing love got me in the past. So why would I choose love again? You know, and there's almost fear being like, that's the way it is. And like, that's just like, you know, you gain resilience through mishaps. And it's almost like this person has taken a message from that experience that is now kind of handicapping them in the world of love, and their heart chakra is closed. So yeah, that is mainly what I have here. I'm going to take it to the extended now, where we're going to look at how this relationship with this person is going to evolve. I want to see what's in the cards for you guys in the future with this person. I want to look at whether or not they will open up to you in the connection, or how they feel about that, or whether or not they will be doing that, or whether or not they will continue to kind of keep this wall up with you. Do you end up breaking down their wall? Do they end up letting their walls down in this connection is the main thing I want. And I'll also be looking at some channeled messages from your person. So if that's something that you're interested in and you feel like you've been resonating, then I'll have it linked down below underneath the timestamps. But if not, that's totally okay. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate connecting with your energy and the time you spend watching. So thank you. If it resonated, please do hit the like button. It really supports my channel and my videos. Leave a comment. I love to read them, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next pick a card reading. That is all I have, and thank you so much for connecting with me.